Hey guys, so I hope you're good. I was just testing the mic to see if it was functioning properly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reduce this music slightly. You will still be able to hear it, but I want you guys to hear my voice more, right? So let me just read this off well because I typed well. So we're actually doing a focus today for my expectations for this coming week and potentially coming months. Overall, this year I expect the dollar to move higher for the greater majority. And let's delete this text. Let's start from the monthly time frame. Okay, as you can see, right, dollar just came from a monthly CB. I was actually looking at the dollar taking this high. Now let's look at the 3 months. When I come to the monthly, don't worry. But in terms of the 3 months, you can see there's the high. Dollar is currently in this range. This low to this high. That's the dealing range right now. Right? But overall, this is the target I'm looking at. Right? If we take this high to this low, we'll be able to tell exactly the major dealing range where the dollar is at. Let's see. This is 1.02. Okay, let's just make this zoom in on the daily charts. See, it hasn't been reached, it hasn't retraced yet. Correct. Alright, there's two. Touched 75%, then started going down. So now you'll know why price is coming back down here. My price touch basically premium. And let's make this. I don't like too many things on my charts, guys. I'm just doing it. Okay, you can see this. Why is this here? Well, this is when I was looking at the monthly. I actually marked this level way back, long time. The beginning of the year, yeah, in the beginning of the year, I marked this level. And look, price has been going down since. Okay, yeah. So you can see, right? This is the major dealing range. Then there's this high that was formed in 1985. 1985. Do I think price will touch this high? Not too sure, but I know I'm confident in this high. The price will probably take this high out this year. Because I'm looking at dollar making highs. In terms of this high, I'm not too sure what could cause price to reach this high. Maybe like a war or something. Now this is just me showing you like overview of the 3 month. You can see price touched the 75% of this range. Alright, let's take this out of this range. Just so you guys can see it actually this range. Yeah, see there's the range. There's the 75%. You see touch right there. After it had gone to this previous breakaway gap. See it came now, then it consolidated. This was in 2022. Yes. Okay, touched. Reacting up this week. So from 2023 it was consolidated. 2024 just came, touch just slightly above this week with the 7.5, but 7.5 was the small range and then it started going down. From this year it's just been going down, right? You can see we're looking here at the 50% range, so we're looking at this level at the potential draw to price on the 3-month, right? Right here, 3-month. You see, BC. So you guys know how I got this level as important. It's just about the 50% range, right? It's this which is underneath is this. You can see price broke below the 0.618 level. It's actually a level I use as well, just so you guys know. Look here, price it was respecting it. See, was respecting it, broke it. Yeah. So I'm looking at this 3-month BC. Okay, so this was the expectations I wrote. Right? Initial expectations. We'll touch on it on the daily chart. But I marked this on, so let's take this out. 3 months. So I'm only gonna do the focus on the dollar, and my focus on the dollar will be opposite for all the other correlating pairs that go opposite the dollar. So if I expect the dollar to be going up, I'll be expecting the other pairs to be going down. Yes, so let's keep an eye on this. I do 3-month BC. Let's go to the monthly. See, monthly there's this for BC. Looking at that. In terms of this one, I don't know why it's still monthly. Check it out. Look at this. This is 2023 though, just so you guys know. So there's 0.68 of this range. There's the 3-month range. There's the monthly one. Make it a different color so you guys can see. Yes. Looking there. Right? So we're looking at this. But in terms of here, look, it's right above the 0.75. So if price goes below here, and we look at this 0.75, if price breaks below the 0.75, meaning close, and then it leaves a breakaway gap, like example, you can see a breakaway gap here. Alright, if price closes below here, because we are entering a new month, right? So if price closes below here, and it enters here, we want to see a rejection of price coming to fill and maybe form like a small fair value gap. We don't want this to remain open for too long. If it remains, if let's say price closes in here, the next month's candle opens, goes, and then comes up. We want to see the month candle after that to close this gap, close above. So we'll touch on that when we go on the daily chart. So this is the view on the monthly chart. You can see very simple monthly BC, 3-month BC. My focus is very simple, right? I haven't even touched the calendar yet. I'm still on the monthly chart. When I go to the weekly chart, then I touch the calendar. So let's take this out. Let's take a screenshot of this. Right? Looking at that. There's it. So also keep an eye and know what exactly I'm on. Now we go to the weekly charts. Alright. So slide to the night proper. Now we are on the weekly chart. So what's the point of the issue? The weekly chart is for the one shot one trade. The trade that you can take for the week. Some of the week people will this as the potential trade. So we're looking at price potential for the year, then come to finish the month of April. Right. But let's look at the calendar too. To anticipate when exactly that could potentially happen. Alright, so the calendar is telling us that, let's see what the calendar is telling us. Beginning from the 21st, mind you, this week, right, Monday is a holiday because of Easter. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday holiday. I think it's Family Day. So, but we look the entire week, right? And this one is ending on a Wednesday. This is the calendar for the week to anticipate when the potential high and lows could form. So you can see Monday is a holiday, international. Then there's not a lot of high impact news, and where there is high impact news, it's only for the AM section. So must be wary. I look on Friday, right? Only one news, so it doesn't look like the really best week to trade. So let's see what could potentially happen. Since Monday is a holiday, no price action will be present. Then Tuesday price begins with only one medium news. Price could gap, right? Question is which direction will it gap? So it could gap up into this, forming the high on Tuesday, and then continue heading down for the entire week. But mind you, there's also these last 3 days of the month. Where there's a lot of high 8:30 news. Again, Monday, no news. Ends on Wednesday. Let's choose this and this. NFP will be on the first week. So let's see what NFP does, right? I'll be able to potentially tell what NFP will do based on what this week does. So we're looking here. There's not really much to take on from price, but there's gonna be a low probability week. So day trades are pleasant in this scenario. So let's look at this. We're gonna focus on this monthly PC. And look at this. Alright, let's look at this. Look at this weekly CB. Depending on when price enters here, we'll be able to tell whether it's the high of the week or not. But this is what we're looking at. I hope you also guys are looking here. I'm looking here. Let's take a screenshot of that. There's the high. Looking here. This is just as a means of retracement. But I'm also paying attention that price took out this low. Usually when price takes out a low, it forms a breakaway gap. I just told you guys something that took me hours of tape reading to find out. I actually never told it. But I told it to you all for free. So you're looking at this low. See price close below that. So this could be a breakaway gap. Just so you guys know. The 612 also below here, right? So this one goes below here. This could act as a breakaway gap. The breakaway gaps form when price is rushing to go down. So you have to also be cautious when playing this breakaway gap. You have to have this measuring it, like putting it at the weekly CB. In terms of knowing a measuring gap, I really don't know. Maybe this is the criteria for a measuring gap. Maybe I can use this for measuring gap criteria for measuring gap and not to go well. In terms of breakaway gap, I'm not able to likely to be a breakaway gap. Let's ask for the weekly. Let's take a screenshot of that. Focus is not a lot of work. You only need to do focus on one. That's the XY. Once you do the focus on the XY, all the other things will go up in the direction. They should go up in the direction. Let's go on the daily. You see the weekly. Yes. Okay. Let's move this. Nope. Let's move this there. So we're still looking at the weekly CB. And we're looking at, so this is our dealing range. Not a very big dealing range. Alright. Not a very big dealing range. So I wouldn't advise you to take. Maybe intraday trades are better. But in terms of taking one shot, one kill for the week, wouldn't advise that. Dealing range. Look at our dealing range. Plus, it's the last week of the month. I usually avoid trading those because I've lost money during the last week of the month. Unless you day trading, yeah, you can day trade any day. Even I can trade any day. But look at the daily range. So we still look at the weekly CB. Some of the daily, there's this here. I'm not gonna mark it because it doesn't hold significance for me at the moment. Because look, it's just slightly below the consequential encouragement of the weekly CB. You can see it's nearly at the same spot. I'll make it white. No, I'll make it black. See, it's nearly at the middle point of the weekly CB, so I'm not gonna pay too much attention to it. I know what this is, the 3-month BC. So why didn't I use that low? Because you use the least amount. We try and be reasonable because price could stop just here and then reverse back up. Remind you, this low here is near the midpoint. Maybe the body won't even touch the midpoint, may just wick below. See, so account for that. Account for that. So look here. Looking at this week as well. Looking at this week, how price react in this week. But it's not a major factor. I'm not gonna mark it. Just looking. I'll look during the week. That's right here. Take that. And we're done. Imagine. We're done for the week. What we expect for the week. So now let us speak about what I'm expecting for the month or what I expected. Right. So look from January to April, price has been heading down. So this was my expectation, right? So yes, January to March price is heading down. That's perfect. Expected price to turn bullish in July. Market price to be bullish in July. However, price was also bearish, right? Then from May to June, I expected price to be bearish. So because this month was bullish instead of bearish, this month was bearish, April was bearish instead of bullish. I'm expecting maybe, right? There's a high chance that May will be bearish, no bullish. High chance to bring price back to equilibrium. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking then maybe June consolidation. That's what I'm looking at. Looking at May could be bullish because it was bearish. So let's change this to bearish. So I'm expecting maybe May to be bullish. So I'm just looking here. And then July to August bullish again. Then I'll see how these two react. Yeah, that's basically the overall focus for the DXY, which is the dollar index. So if the dollar index is going down, usually the others will be going up. So let me take a screenshot of that and I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, this is what I mean. See, January price has been going up. The dollar index has been going down. Let me show you. You can see from January the dollar is going down, and as the dollar is going down, this is going up. See, so they move opposite directions. Same applies for this as well. You can see as the dollar was going up, this was going down. As the dollar was going down, this has been going up. Yeah. Let's delete that. Just for illustration purposes. So yeah, that's basically the focus for all the graph. Since I already did the focus for the dollar. Oh yeah, let me show you the thing with the indices. Sometimes they do opposite, or it's supposed to do opposite all the time, but sometimes they actually do the same direction as the dollar. You see, like this, the dollar is going down. You're supposed to be expecting the euro to be going up, which was the pound used to be going up, it was going up, then it goes down. Like this music is louder than my mic. Let's put it down a little bit, right? Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, so you see here, right, from January to March, you can see the Nasdaq has been going down, whereas it's supposed to have been going up. Because mind you, the dollar is going down as well. So see, high resistance. That's what you're seeing. But it's not easy. It wasn't easy for people to trade during this condition because it's supposed to be going the opposite direction. This thing is loud. Just had to pause it. Because it's supposed to be going the opposite direction from the DXY, the dollar index, because it moves opposite to the dollar index. But look, it's moving same direction as the dollar index, so high resistance. Same thing applies for US 30. Look, right? January it did that, it moved opposite the dollar and then changed, started going down with the dollar. So one of them is lying to us, right? One of them is lying to us, and I think it's her. I think they lying. The ladies are lying. Same with ES. Look, right? It went up for January because the dollar was going down from January, right? Then tried going up for February because the dollar was going down for February, but it just couldn't. Then it started going same direction as the dollar. Same with April. Took that 2024 April. Bullseye. Yep. Yeah, and that's the focus for that, right? There's not much to do here. We're just looking at that, looking at that, we're looking at that level. I think that level was touched already. There's no need to look at it anymore. Let's look at the 3 months here, right? This is the monthly 3 months it came into here. Look at that week. Look at that week, guys. Dangerous. Look. 2024. Right. Look at this week. Focus on this week. Yeah, let me show you what I mean. I'm not gonna mark it for all the time frames. I'm just showing you. See, 50%, 0.63. Just if you want, focus on this. Focus on this. Order block for you guys that love order blocks. Hey, I'm not a fan of order blocks, so yeah, that's it. Right, how long was I stream living for y'all? 29 minutes. Not a lot, right? You guys probably wanted me to make focus for that as well. Same story. Look at the news. From the 21st to the 25th. It was okay. Only Wednesday had high impact news at 9:45. Charts see when price enters here. That could be the high of the week. And the monthly BC price reacted off that. So in this situation, I would advise you just sit and wait. That's the thing with most traders. They don't know how to sit and wait for more price action. And I used to have that awful habit. So in this situation, you don't know what's gonna happen. So what you have to do is sit and wait. Sit and wait. Sit and wait. Sit and wait. Yeah. But I gave you what I'm expecting from the dollar. So whilst the dollar is doing that, I'm also looking at this, right? The monthly CB for Euro USD, right? Let me show you what I mean. Yep. I'm looking at this, the monthly CB. Was probably like, yep, you can see it was marked. Monthly PC was consolidating from 2023. Came, see this, right? Didn't touch that high, didn't take that high, came down into the monthly PC, flew up. There's the monthly CB. Now I'm watching how price behaves in here. You can see how it's behaving so far. I honestly don't think it's gonna take this high. Just watching. Just watching in here. Just watching in here. Watching in here. Then this high is unlikely. But if they want it, they can get it. Then there's pound USD. This high most likely gonna take this high. It's stronger. It seems stronger than the other one. This was an important weekly BC mark from a long ago before even price came and touched in here. Already marked that is important. If price broke below this, it would indicate a shift and price would be coming for this low. Price didn't break below it, so as you can see, it's still alive. And this is the treasury. The treasury usually it moves in tandem. Is it not tandem with the what's this? Moves opposite to the dollar. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. So when the dollar is going down, this usually goes up, and when it's going up, it usually means yeah, it's going opposite the dollar. Yeah. It's like in 2025, right? It was It was going up. Look at January. Where's January? 2024 January. You can see it was going down, right? April it started going up. Let's look at something, right? You see, started going up. What's this? April, right? You can see from April started going up. Where is this thing now? See from April. Now you'll understand. Yes, it controls the indices, sort of. Yeah, there's not much to say. Just wanted to I touched on some topic. I didn't go into intraday like 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. That's a whole different topic for live trading. For when it comes to focus, I think I've done more than enough. So, guys, with that said, I'll talk to you all on another day. Peace. Yes, end.